Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Again, Tony here with Shinsho Yoga, and this week I would like to talk about gratitude. And as I titled this, the attitude is gratitude. So, here on the East Coast of America, here Northeast, specifically New Jersey, where I am, the weather the past few days has been phenomenal. This time of the year in November, it's usually pretty cold and it's pretty stormy. We get what are called nor'easters, and this year, time of the year, it's still also hurricane season, so we get a lot of leftover from hurricanes. We don't usually get hit full on with hurricanes, although we've been hit with superstorms like Sandy. Point I'm getting at, usually the weather isn't nice. It's usually cold, it's usually dreary, it's usually pretty rainy. But we have had 70 degrees, sunny, no wind, not a cloud in the sky for about 4 days now. And as a surfer, we have had unbelievably fun, easy surf. What I would refer to as summer surf. Summertime surf is usually relatively easy and just fun, and just go out and have a good time. You're not working that hard in it. You're catching waves. And I was out surfing yesterday, and I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to get out of the water. It was just that beautiful out. And it was getting cold, though, a little bit of cold for a while, and I was getting tired because the water is chilly, and the surf was dying due to the tide. So I had to leave, but I didn't want to. And the whole time I was out there, I just kept getting hit with these waves of, not waves in the sense of the ocean, but waves of gratitude, that I couldn't believe how fortunate I was that this time of the year to have such unbelievably beautiful weather, and to have the time to be out in the water with these phenomenal, fun waves, and to not have to work hard, and it was just such a gift to be able to have that. And this is a major point in spirituality, that you have to be able to recognize and be grateful for the small things in your life. A lot of people I know, they maybe say they are, but they're not, or many people I know aren't. In this day and age, it seems to be very common to just complain about everything, and unless you're getting some big grandiose thing, I've gotten a new car, I've gotten a new job, I've gotten all the money I wanted, I've gotten into the circle of friends I've wanted, I've gotten the type of person I want in a relationship, which is a great thing, but it's often usually more of a material thing I've seen than what it is a deeply soul spiritual thing when I hear or see that it's something someone believes instead of actually what is. But they're not happy for a sunny day. They're not grateful they woke up that morning. They're not happy that they've gone outside and maybe their neighbor waved and said hello. And every morning they do that, and they go, wow, I'm so fortunate to have a neighbor. I'm fortunate to have a neighbor. My neighbor that I have on the one side of me, I get along with him well. I don't hang out with him or anything like that. But I always bring in his garbage cans every day, and when he's cutting his lawn with the trimmer, he gets an area around mine that I can never get at. And every day I say, I'm lucky that I've got a neighbor that I don't have problems with, and he helps me out. The basis for happiness, that's one of the key ingredients, is gratitude. You'll see it often in spiritual sayings and discussions, that to being grateful, and I know a lot of people will say, oh, I'm so grateful for this or grateful, but they're really just saying it. You say it so other people can see them. They put it out there so other people can hear them say it, so they can appear something. They wear their spiritual trappings as an ego instead of just being grateful. And then there's many who aren't grateful at all, that they have whatever small little thing it is in your life that you're just fortunate to have. And you have to be aware of that, and you have to recognize that. That's where it starts. If you're only grateful when you get a big bonus at your job, and you're not grateful that, you go home and you have a warm home, I'm grateful at least a couple times a year I get these waves of gratitude for having a washer and a dryer, right? My home where I live, I've been here for, over 20 years. I've lived in this house. This was my father's house originally. It's my house now. And so there's always been a washer and dryer here, but I lived in apartments for a long time and had to go place to do laundry. There are sometimes I come down and I do my laundry and I look at the washer and dryer and I go, it's like magic, man. It's magic. I put the clothes in and they're 20 minutes later or less than that, they're clean. And then I put them in the dryer and in 30, 40 minutes, they're dry. I'm like, boom, it's done. I don't even have to sit here. I can just put it in, I go upstairs, do what I got to do, and then come back in, and I got clean clothes. I'm like, it's magic, right? You have to be grateful for all of those things, and it's not something you can just say. You have to believe it, right? That's where change comes from in your life. That's one of the keys to change and changing your life is being grateful for what you have, and grateful for things like a beautiful sunny days with beautiful weather in a time of the year that you wouldn't normally get it. Being grateful that you don't have to go to a laundromat and shell out quarters or sit around there. You can just put your laundry in and you're done. You know? Being grateful your car starts every morning. Being grateful for coffee. I have a coffee shop up the road from me called Rook, very popular in the area, and I like to make my own French press coffee. And whenever I run out of coffee, I place an order on their app saying 1 bag of Sumatra French press, and I walk down to the end of the street, and I pick it up, and I come back. And I make that coffee. And I made that coffee this morning before I had to go teach a class, and I was like, this is good coffee. It's really good coffee. Every morning when I wake up, I say the same prayer. Whether I'm feeling it or not. I'm alive. I'm awake. Another 24 hours to be present in. Thank you for the opportunities that be presented to me today. Please help me to be present in each moment to recognize those opportunities. Now, you can say that to whatever entity you believe in, right? Whether if you are a person that believes in God or not, if you just want to send that out to the universe, because the universe is, and if you don't believe in any specific type of God, the universe is there. It's ordered and it's an energy, and it will hear your words if you say them with the proper intention, right? You mean it. Even when I get up in the morning and I'm not feeling it because I gotta go back to bed, I'm tired. I still mean it. I still want to be present. Now, that being present is very important, and this is what I share in all my classes, and if you watch my videos, at the end you always hear me talking about breathing and following the breath and coming back to the breath, and that's what this comes to, right? In order to be grateful in the moment you're in, you have to be present in that moment. If your mind is somewhere in the past and you're getting depressed over things that used to be that are no longer, you can't be present in the moment and you can't be grateful. If your mind is somewhere in the future and you're getting anxious over what might be or what you would like to happen and it hasn't happened yet, you're not being present in the moment and you can't be grateful. You have to be present in the moment to be grateful for what you have. And that's where this breath work that we do in class comes in. My classes all focus on the breath. This comes from Buddhism. As you've seen my other videos, yoga and Buddhism go hand in hand because Buddhism comes from yoga. This is just full circle. I'm bringing it right back. All of my classes, we focus on the breath. You follow your inhale, you follow your exhale. And as your thoughts arise, you acknowledge them, you allow them to pass by, and you return to the breath. And you just do that over and over and over throughout class. You carry that practice with you outside of the class. So when you're driving down the road and maybe someone cuts you off and you get, right? And you let it go by. And then you can be grateful for that moment and go, glad I didn't get mad about that. That's a waste of energy. And again, every morning, thanking whatever and going to bed. What a wonderful thing to go before you go to bed in the evening and say, thank you for another day. Thank you. I've eaten. I have a place to sleep. Right? I'm warm if it's cold out, if I'm cool if it's hot out, right? Or even if it's not that perfect, at least you have a roof over your head. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're someone who's struggling with that. But you're alive and you've got your health. There's always things to be grateful for. The life is a gift. It really is. And the more that you can view your life as a gift and be grateful for all the little things that you have, that's what starts the changes. You can be grateful for all the little things in your life. And over time, things begin to shift slowly. It changes. And that path you're on, that you were on before, what I call the merry-go-round, changes. And you're no longer on that. And you're on a new path. You're on a new track. You have a different groove. And things more and more start to go your way. And I'm not talking about manipulation, trying to change things to be in your favor. I'm just saying, you go to do something and, that worked out. Gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. Try it. I highly recommend it. So, thank you for watching. And next week we'll get back into some postures. We'll work on Baddha Konasana. How do I know that we're going to do that already in a week ahead? Because I'm going to film that right now after I'm done with this one. So I'm not behind on videos. So I was behind this past week. So thank you for watching. And always remember to just follow the breath. Namaste.